Parkies, I have something to admit. Welcome to episode 47 of Parkade Pals!
Almost done, Parkies.
What
Five
we're
more.
admitting is that there's 5 more episodes. That's what we're admitting.
Five
Up
more
top!
episodes, Parkies. We have basically a month.
Ooh, why don't we do that when we sync the audio?
Because it's corny.
I think that's our best bit. That's our best bit.
Maybe one of the most cringe things I can think of is the fucking pum pum.
It's so fucking
the audio,
but it's so funny though.
It's so funny.
It's
so like middle school dance.
Yeah, I know.
Like there's
And
no
I
other
fucking
way
love
I
it.
can put it.
And I fucking love it. I love that we're grown as adults.
Hello, Parkies.
Welcome, Parkies. We're here. It's Pride Month, Parkies. This is our Pride Month special. How dare you?
Have we not up? We've uploaded
I know.
for June.
Yeah, okay. Well,
It wasn't filmed, I guess, in June.
I will like to admit this, Parkies. We are assholes once again. We're filming this the day it's being uploaded. Fuck us. Kill us
Busy,
right now.
yeah.
Although I will say, to be fair, we could have done it Saturday. Admit it. You just didn't wanna.
It is Saturday.
Last Saturday.
Oh, last Saturday. Yeah. Last Saturday was bad. We partied hard the day before.
No, we didn't.
I partied the day before.
I didn't.
You didn't. I drank a lot the day before, so I woke up that day. I was like, man,
Why don't I get invited to these parties?
fuck this idiot. Like, I don't want to fucking hang
We were
out.
gonna play Magic, and then we canceled Magic, and then I was like, okay, do you want to film? And you were like, no. So you were down to do Magic, but you were not down to film.
My bad.
Fucking
anyways.
hypocrisy to a new level.
Anyways,
As always, we start off with small talk. Parkade Pal 0.
I switched to Linux.
I'm sorry.
This is basically the biggest...
Well, no, sorry, it's Pride Month. Congratulations. When are you starting estrogen?
Soon. And I will hopefully grow C cups. It's kind of what I'm going for.
That's ambitious. Average is A.
But I'll hit it, though. I'm above
For
average
the record,
everywhere else.
the average is A, Parkies. Although, if you go on the Wikipedia for feminization or hormonization therapy, which is the legal term, there is a picture of a trans woman with larger than average boobs.
Put that in the goon folder for later. Anyways.
No, it's informative. Thanks, Wikipedia.
Anyways.
Do you think we're gonna get a Parkade Pals wiki? Do you think if I make one, they'll delete it?
No. Is that how wiki pages work?
I don't know. How do they work?
Wikipedia?
Like, could you just?
Oh, you mean like Wikipedia or like fandom?
Wikipedia?
Oh.
I mean, like, can we get Parkade Pals Wikipedia?
Fucking maybe. Do you need to have like a... I feel like it's kind of cheating if you make your own, though.
Okay, but how do we get one?
That's like, I mean, like, you know when like Jay Schlatt was hyped because he got his? Like, imagine if he just made it himself and was like, guys, look.
But I feel like if anyone's gonna make a Parkade Pals Wikipedia, it's gotta be us. Whoever's listening to this video, if you're like a Wikipedia editor, can you please
Make a
make
page.
a Parkade Pals Wikipedia? I'd love for people to Google Parkade Pals, and then there's us on Wikipedia.
Anyways, I switched to Linux recently. Man. What an operating system. It's not actually, it's a kernel. There's a difference. But,
I mean, it is Linux.
well, Linux isn't an operating system.
What is it?
It's a kernel.
What's a kernel? Is
Slightly
it the
different.
Popcorn?
It's closer to just like the hardware than an operating system is. So like on the levels of control.
But Windows.
Windows has a kernel,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And then
Never
like
mind.
everything else is kind of built around it.
I do know about that.
The
'Cause you have
reason
the
Linux-
kernel level. When my computer blue screens, it says kernel on it,
Yeah,
which is
so
I think a bad thing. I feel like you shouldn't have kernel errors.
that's like a corruption issue.
Yeah, that's like my fucking.
Your Windows install might just be fucked.
I think so. Anyways,
Yeah. Anyways, this motherfucker Parkade Pal 1 has like
That's
primitive
me.
tech.
That's
like
me.
like we're it's like a Turing machine in their
dude.
room.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. It is like the fact that shit boots blows my fucking mind.
and we're gonna blow your fucking mind with what you've been doing with Linux. Tell them.
So the reason Linux is so customizable is because it's a kernel and not an operating system. Since you can interact directly with the actual kernel, you can basically change anything in the system. It's not like Windows where like there are certain things that you literally just, as a normal user, can never touch or never change. You're just not allowed to.
Like System 32, don't delete it.
Yeah, like, and you can only delete System32 if you jump through like many hoops, right?
Which I've done.
Based.
That's not true.
And like Linux, on the other hand, has like basically no restriction. Like if you just know how to work the terminal, you can delete or change anything. You can break your install if you felt like it.
It's a libertarian's wet dream.
It
You
is.
can do whatever
It
you
is.
want.
It is beautiful, beautiful freedom. Glorious Linux.
Would you say you're a libertarian?
I don't really like that shit's like old fashioned as fuck. Like I don't really know what that means.
My liberties. It's a person who's focused entirely on.
We don't really do that shit no
You
more.
can. Well, no. You know the political compass.
Yeah.
Libertarianism, authoritarianism, and then there's left and right leaning.
Oh.
So
yeah.
let's say you're entirely centrist because you don't have a left or right leaning bias.
Oh
let's
yeah.
say.
I'm a centrist.
Are you?
I'm like critical. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
exactly. Are you libertarian or are you authoritarian? Like, where on the spectrum are you? If it's like a number line, where 10 is authoritarian and 1 is libertarian, where are you?
Parkies, I think there's good arguments for both sides.
So you're
I'm an enlightened
you're
centrist.
true
Parkies.
centrist.
I'm an enlightened centrist.
True neutral.
Parkies.
I'm fucking dickhead over here.
I'm an enlightened centrist.
True neutral is a fucking piss poor fucking alignment. Oh, I don't have any beliefs. You know, Parkies, if you have nothing to stand for, what will you fall for?
Pardon me. Are you Aaron Burr, sir?
Are you Skibbity, sir?
Anyways, Linux is fun because the Linux I'm on is Arch Linux, which is like a very minimalistic distribution of Linux. So it comes with very little. And the beauty of that is there's not a lot of bloatware or shit that eats up your CPU or memory usage. And since Linux is open source,
I think that's the big thing about it.
since like Linux and every Linux distro is open source,
Yeah.
basically.
Proprietary Linux distro. That does exist.
Well, there are
There's
some
like Chrome
companies.
OS and
Yeah,
and
right.
Steam
Like there's
OS.
some companies that do that, but
I think it's very funny.
they still just build off of Linux, which is open source. So the thing about it is people can't hide, like, they can't do what Microsoft does, where like they had trackers and shit into like stuff where they like just scrape data 24/7, because it's all open source and people look through it 24/7. And like companies who contribute to Linux see people look over it 24/7, right? So it's really cool that it's kind of like a community project kind of deal.
I don't know if I could have predicted at the beginning of this podcast that you were going to get into fucking Linux.
Really?
But I guess it makes sense, you know. You just got into your degree in computer science. It's like a canonical event.
They haven't updated my interesting
has to
like
happen.
tidbit about that. They have not updated my shit on like the U Calgary student page, but I did get an email that said thank you for attending Faculty of Science like thing. And
Nice.
first of all, I didn't go.
No, good
second,
job, man.
second,
That's awesome. I'm so happy. For you.
second. I guess I'm in the Faculty of Science.
Yeah, I guess. Welcome. High five.
Words can't describe how like effective that move is at just making somebody cringe. That's crazy. We've cracked some serious tech. We've found some nuts shit.
Ooh, you know what we should do at the end of this podcast? We should have bonus stars.
Like fucking Mario Party?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. We'll, like, pay someone to make up bonus stars. Like most fucking threats on Danielle Smith's life.
I'm getting the bonus star on that one.
But we have to have like 50 ones and we have to randomly generate which one. Anyways, anything else you did during this week?
I spent so the beautiful part about Linux
Yeah.
is all of those things that I've mentioned. It's super customizable, it's open source, it's very low maintenance. That's why it's picked on like server side a lot or like low utility systems a lot, right? It's great for any cybersecurity or computer science work. All is born on Linux and is moved to Windows afterwards. Like it all starts on Linux, right? Like Blender and shit natively works on Linux. My note-taking app works on Linux. Beautiful. Issues. Wow, sometimes things go wrong.
Doesn't have a lot of commercial support. That's one of the
It has a lot of
downsides.
community support.
Community,
Like
but not
tons of
commercial.
documentation. But my laptop is an Asus laptop, right? So it uses Asus firmware on an Asus motherboard. Now, it also uses Type-C as its charging cable. Type-C is very efficient, much more efficient than like the normal barrel chargers that you'll see in most laptops, like the round ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very efficient charging port. Because of that, the motherboard saves power by running a very, very low voltage to the port when it's not in use.
Mm-hmm.
And the power manager that ships with Linux, which is the Power Profiles daemon that ships with Linux, does not like that at all. It freaks the fuck out because Linux will be like, okay, there's no electricity there. Okay, like, oh my god, well, what is happening?
We gotta send 10,000 volts to the motherboard!
So they send, like, electricity gets brought there because it, to put the charging port out of sleep, basically. Because the motherboard just lets it trickle through, like, so it gets the bare minimum it needs. But that bare minimum is not detectable by the Power Profiles daemon. It just doesn't think that there's electricity there at all. Yeah. So the voltage spikes, which then makes the controller think it's been plugged into something. Which then makes Linux notify you that something's been plugged in. But since nothing's actually been plugged in, the actual hardware goes, no, that's not right. And then eventually you go back to the trickle charge, and Linux goes, oh, you disconnected something. Must be disconnected. So for like minute by minute, it switches from not charging to charging to not charging to charging to not charging to charging. And it makes notification noises every fucking time.
Hey, I think your laptop was built to be a Windows computer. I don't think it was built to be a Linux computer.
No, it was built very fine to be a Linux computer. However, this specific issue is very niche and native to my specific type of laptop, my line of laptops, which is like the S16s, like the Asus like VivoBook S16s.
Of course.
It's just this type of laptop with the Type-C charger. This is where the issue lies.
We should have gone down the route of computer.
And this...
We're like challenging God.
Oh my god. Bullshit. So the solution is actually very easy. You change your max charging, like you restrict the charge of the computer to max out at 80%, right? You like restrict the max charge of your computer.
You should already.
This is because I don't know why it works. I tried looking up why it works. I asked fucking Claude, he said I don't know.
You should already do that.
I binged it, he said no.
Do you know why? You should already do that.
I know.
Batteries are bad when they're
my battery health is
above
like 96, 80%. It's chill.
I wonder how they measure that. Whoa! How did that
What the fuck? Anyways,
dental floss? I've been flossing recently.
I don't know.
Guys, I've been flossing recently.
So this bug is entirely native to this specific line of like Asus laptops or like hardware.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So the solution is maxing your charge to 80%, right? This, I think what it does is it keeps the controller for the Type-C from falling asleep. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what it does.
Because it constantly has to monitor the charge.
I think it. Yeah, I think so. It's like consistently sending a charge there because of the fact that it's capped to 80.
I think it's fucked up that we call it a charge.
So it keeps that shit going.
Spider. Sorry.
Keeps that shit going. Now this took 3 days to fix, Parkies.
What else did you
do? The reason it took 3 days to fix is because originally I tried this fix and I capped the battery charge to 90. Apparently just fucking not enough.
Bad idea.
Because the bug still happened on 90. So then I went through like my terminal and I was doing like crazy shit. I was looking at like the profile drivers. I was like changing shit around. I almost bricked my install twice.
Well, yeah, let the Parkies know when you do brick your install.
I have never bricked my install.
Apparently that's a common thing.
I think it's a common thing if you're dumb.
Markiplier did it. Is he dumb?
No. So the reason it happened with Markiplier is because he had to do a lot of drivers work. Mm-hmm. Wow, working with drivers like working with the live wiring. You're like one step away from fucking frying yourself.
Yeah.
Like unless you're doing drivers work, God forbid.
They had to make a movie with Linux.
Because there's a way to auto-update all of your drivers safely. Yeah. But God forbid you manually change a driver. Holy shit.
I don't even know how to do that shit on Windows.
It's like walking through a minefield.
Sick.
it is dangerous, like manually changing the drivers, because you're working on like the kernel level when you're doing it.
So it's very easy to put in the wrong command.
It's very easy to just like not delete something properly, or like leave residual files of something and then they conflict and just blow it up.
Well, that was the thing he talked about a lot. He was like,
Yeah.
man, I had to like install this. It didn't really work, so I had to uninstall it. And then like I reinstalled it, I launched it, and it bricked my entire install. And then
It's because like somewhere down the line of like removing everything. Because there's proper ways to remove something and all of its like
all
dependencies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you just don't do that, some are left over. And sometimes Linux is like, hey, you already have this installed, and then they'll skip it for you.
Why the fuck did we install like knee elbow sweat? Why is that a thing that like humanity got?
Well, I think it's just your skin everywhere sweats.
But why does it have to sweat there?
It's probably pretty helpful. If I think of places that get hot in the human body, it's pretty up there.
Knee elbow?
Yeah, it's pretty up there. It's like a constricted area. If you're sitting, like it's like closed usually,
I don't
right?
like it, and then it gets wet, and I don't.
Well, now it's colder,
It's not though.
but it is a little.
Like colder than it would have been, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, still, I don't like it.
I like it.
I feel like once we
I
go
like it when
full
people
Borg,
sweat because they go.
I feel like when we go full Borg, we would get rid of that.
No, fuck no. That's like saying we'll go full Borg and get rid of armpits. Hell no.
No, like we can have
Or
armpits.
feet. Hell no.
And that makes sense. Armpit sweat makes sense.
No, that's not why I want 'em.
Knee pit.
No, keep that shit.
Knee pit sweat
Keep
is
it.
wrong.
Anyways.
There's not even any hair
Dude,
there.
if I went full Borg, you know what I'd do? I'd get like, holy shit, bro. I'd have like, I'd turn my finger into like a lighter, and then my.
So what else did you
I have
do
like a finger lighter.
during the week? Parkade Pal Zero.
Spent a lot of time fixing that.
Fucking dumb. Don't use Linux. Just use Windows. Can you install like the app?
Porn? Yeah.
Can you install iOS onto your laptop? Why don't you do that? It's proprietary, but I'm sure you can pirate it, just like you can pirate Windows.
iOS.
Isn't that the
That's
name?
the
of
mobile one.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's
Mac
the-
OS.
Is it Mac OS? Apple.
That's the desktop one. They are different.
Apple, you're trying to be this like new and innovative company. Come up with a better fucking name. Linux is Linux. Windows is Windows. It's not Windows OS.
So Windows isn't Windows. It's Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows.
Yes, I know,
8.
but it's not Windows OS. It's not Windows operating system. Oh, dude, I'm gonna download a Mac operating system. What the fuck? Name it something fun. Name it like Spoingle. Or like, your Apple. Name it like Pear on iCarly.
You're not gonna like what I named my host machine and my user ID.
What'd you name it?
Don't worry about it.
Linux.
I was really close to naming it like Gigafucker. Like
No,
I was,
that's good. If they called macOS Gigafucker, the
no,
world
like,
would be a good place.
So my host name is what like everything like. Let's say I connect to a network. They see my host name.
Yeah,
Right.
Gigafucker.
It's Olympus and then Artemis because Greek god.
Still,
vibe.
whatever. Yeah, if you want to do that, you're a bit of a narcissist. That's okay.
Well, Artemis is my favorite, and I couldn't just call them both Artemis. Like I could have, but that would have caused problems.
But you can recognize how fucking annoying Mac OS is. Name it fucking Macintosh. Just name it the name of the computer. I do not care. Just name it something that isn't something OS.
Well, so it's the Macintosh
OS.
operating system.
It's annoying as hell. You don't put OS at the end of shit. That's boring. Steam OS.
Chrome OS.
Ugh.
Linux is not an OS,
It's
so it's
not.
It's fine.
Windows, it ain't Windows OS. It's Windows. Anyways, my week was great, Parkies. Actually, very good. My last 2 weeks was fucking peak, Parkies. I think I talked about it in the last episode, but I've started to collab.
The card draw deck. It's Parkies. I built a card draw deck. It's fucking like 3 for 0 right now. Not actually. It's 3
You
for 1.
lost.
It's 3 for 1 right now.
You lost.
It's 3 for 1.
You didn't win the game.
Yeah, I lost 1 game.
Have you played other games
Yep.
with it? Fuck. Well, I'm not getting invited to Magic Nights. I'm just fucking
I
getting
was gonna invite you.
thrown
but
off to the side.
I didn't.
You know what I did this fucking week,
We're
Parkies?
going to play pool.
You know what
on
I did this week?
Saturday. Do you want? On
Hey,
Sunday, do you want
today's
to come with
Saturday.
us? On Sunday,
Hey.
do you want to come with us?
Hey, wait.
Sunday.
I work
You work? How long?
until 3.
That'll be so fine.
Well, maybe I don't want to. Because, Parkies, you know what I did?
It'll be like
you know what I
Requiem,
did this
probably.
fucking week? You know what I did this week, Parkies? I went to see the Backrooms movie. And you don't want to be spoiled for it, right?
Next bot, Kanye comes up and is all of the lights, and then he chases you through the back rooms.
Do you care if I do, like, a spoiler movie review? Or do you want to not be spoiled?
Spoiler movie review?
I'll do non-spoiler.
I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, yeah, non-spoiler. How do you mind if I just, like, talk about, like, what I thought about the movie?
Sure.
Will it ruin your idea of what the movie is?
Logan told me it's his favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
I assume you don't like it because it's pretentious or something.
No, actually, I fucking loved it so much, but not because I think
Because it sucked.
But not because I think it's like a great movie. I think it was an okay movie. I think it was worth multiple watches.
Better or worse than Iron Lung?
Worse, I'd say.
Really?
I'd say that the cinematography or not even the cinematography.
Iron Lung's kind of cheating. There's like 4 shots.
I think the story to Iron Lung was better. But
really? There is barely any story to Iron Lung.
And I still think it's better. But
the Iron Lung story sucked. It was like kind of made up and like kind of like
whatever. I think that Iron Lung is
like
better.
LARPy.
That's my own opinion. But I think
sucked.
that the movie was fucking peak in so many different ways without spoiling fucking shit. I'm not going to spoil anything. Oh my fucking god, seeing the Backrooms. There's one fucking scene where, like, the Backrooms shows up for the first time.
Backrooms!
My sister was there. I literally turned her and was like, the Backrooms! It was so fucking peak. I know nothing about the Backrooms, Parky. I know such a, like, a surface level
This is Kane
knowledge.
Pixels' Backrooms, so it's different.
I know.
It's based off
I have
of the
such a
Kane Pixels
surface
universe.
level understanding of the Backrooms, but even then, it's fucking perfect. The movie is fucking perfect. They nailed the vibe so fucking hard. It's so genuinely awesome. And I do want to mention one thing. It won't spoil like what actually happens in the movie, but they had a really cool reference, which I thought was really, really, really fucking awesome. If you're gonna watch it, you should listen for it. The soundtrack borrowed a song from Everywhere at the End of Time.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking cool. It's not, by the way, if you don't know, Everywhere at the End of Time is an album made by The Caretaker.
It's the one that gives you dementia if you listen to it.
It's like an art piece that's supposed to be a statement about dementia.
Not true, but there was
No.
a while on TikTok where like 6-year-olds who figured out what it was were scared that it'd give them dementia because they didn't quite understand what it was.
It's a 6-hour album that's like, it's very liminal, which, for the record, fits the vibe of the
Oh
Backrooms
my god,
perfectly.
all of the lights! And then Kanye shows up and he's like chasing you throughout the film.
And it existed at the same time as the Backrooms. It was more popular before the Backrooms started to become a huge thing. But it definitely fits in the vibe perfectly. I'm so happy they included it. My sister didn't recognize it, but I did turn towards her and I did pog. She never turned towards me. But
I wonder why.
Yeah. I think it was a very fun movie. I don't think it was particularly good, but I enjoyed it, and I think that's all that matters.
Everything I've heard says it's great.
Yeah.
Everything I've heard is...
Well, no, it is great. It's a really, really fun watch. I just don't think the story is what I wanted it to have been.
See, everyone says that, and then everyone only thinks of, like, the fan Backrooms.
Well, I don't know.
Which are, like, the 6 billion layers. Like, you can't make that into a film that's good.
I don't know anything about... I don't know anything really about, like, the...
Kane Pixels' Backrooms is the universe that they were going off of, because Kane Pixels directed it.
I know.
Right? So, the Kane Pixels Backrooms is much more... kind of SCP-esque, where there's like a company and like a government behind the Backrooms exploration. They're like trying to consider it as like use for infinite space.
I know.
Like use for like infinite storage, infinite housing. Like you can solve crowding, overpopulation. You can solve storage costs. Like you know.
Yeah, I know the general vibe, and I know what that is. For the record, they nailed the vibe. That was the thing I think they did perfectly. The story, like what
Have
actually
you seen
happened.
the actual set?
No,
There's
but
the Backrooms place.
is it not like mostly CGI?
It's a set.
That's
there is
really
a
cool.
warehouse
That's
out there,
really fucking
like 2
cool.
warehouses put together that is just the Backrooms set.
That's very
and
cool.
then you could just go there.
For the record, I think this is maybe something that could not have been done on an indie budget, unfortunately.
No.
With how the sets looked, they were. If those are all practical effects,
Most of it is.
That
Most
is
of the set
fucking
design,
amazing.
And, like, the background you
awesome.
see is practical.
yeah, that's really fucking
In fact,
awesome.
Kane had a pretty big commitment to practical effects.
And I think I was looking at it and I was like, man, this is good CGI. I did not know that was all practical.
But
That
it's
makes
really
it a
good
lot
CGI 'cause
fucking
it's
better.
real.
That makes it a lot fucking better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did that. Good review. You should watch it. I think that it's
Go watch it.
definitely worth
Indie
it.
guy, indie director, first fucking movie he's ever made, and he's hitting it out the park.
Yeah.
Or we're getting good cinema because indie directors are getting the tools they need to make good cinema. It's not just big business making Fast and Furious 40. Okay,
I mean, for the record, this is still A24, so it's
it
not
is-
like
I know it's A24,
and they're making most of the money probably.
I know it's A24, but still, the fact that the company's even taking a chance, which would have been unheard of 15 years ago, taking a chance
At this like weird internet trend
on a random internet idea, like the Backrooms isn't like it's not like fucking Halloween. It's not like a franchise that's already existed. Backrooms is Backrooms.
Backrooms.
you get Kanye, you get Gmod. Okay, like
I remember exactly how I felt when they first.
It's like when like fucking Minecraft shows up in the Minecraft movie. You're like, holy shit!
And for the record, it does kind of die down in the Minecraft movie after you see Minecraft for the first time. But that initial moment, genuinely one of the best feelings I've felt while watching a movie in a very long time. I was like, oh my god, the Backrooms. I think you should really watch it, and
I want to.
I would be down to go watch it again with you guys. I think it's
I was thinking of pirating it, and then we go watch it at Sam's house.
I think it's a Parkade Pal 7s. I think it's a worth watch.
We said his name, like we didn't censor it.
I think it's a worth watch in theaters. Though I do think that it's absolutely worth it in theaters.
It seems worth it in theaters.
Only because it is a horror movie, and they do a really good job with maintaining the tension that I feel like a lot of horror movies don't really do as
like
well.
the Kane Pixels series that he's made alone, like using like Blender, like all the other series are like animated, like SFM, like not SFM, but you know what I mean, like Blender
SFM
animated
porn,
SFM porn. You got the Mercy Hamster.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that, it's definitely very good. I think that in watching it at home kind of doesn't really preserve the suspense as much. Like, if you're not in the theaters, I feel like it's harder to preserve that suspense. So I feel like it is worth it for, like, a cinema.
Well, then, if you're in the theaters, you'll have this idiot to your left constantly looking over at you and going, Backrooms! Backrooms!
Okay, anyways, I had other things going on during my week, but
I'm sure you did.
So I've been in lab a lot more recently. It's been so fun, Parky. Oh my god, I love chemistry. It's been so fucking awesome.
How do you like chemistry?
What do you mean?
Shitterton discipline.
It's so fucking fun, dude. It's like you're in lab.
Yeah, well, I spent 3 days fixing a bug in Linux that took 4 minutes. Yeah.
And I got to fucking use an auto column, Parky.
Yeah, who's really winning?
Fucking reverse time. Remember back to the time when I was complaining about doing chemistry and with a normal column? We have a machine that does it now. Huge! It's so fucking cool, Parkies. Actually, like, you know this feeling, absolutely. Seeing the fruits of humanity and fucking technology work and do something that is so annoying to do so laboriously, but it just fucking does it automatically for you, is so fucking cool. I unironically just sat watching the autocolumn pour liquid into a tube for like fucking 5 minutes straight.
I felt that when I was downloading Arch. There's like... Everyone's like, oh, Arch is so hard to download. Yeah. You need like a fucking degree to download Arch. They're exaggerating, obviously. But like everyone's like, oh, Arch is so hard. It's so not. You put the fucking USB into your computer. You boot into the USB. You type in your Wi-Fi. You download. I'm not even fucking kidding. You type in fucking your Wi-Fi into the fucking thing. There's a few other commands you have to do. But you fucking connect to the internet through your terminal. You type Arch install into the terminal. You press enter. Pulls up install. You select the options you want. You press enter. Boom. Holy shit, Sparkies. It took forever. It took like an hour, and like 20 minutes of that was waiting for the fucking install.
Yeah.
Like, and that was because I was like very particular about like my partitioning and like the things I wanted to do with it. So easy. And I was like, wow. It was not like this like 5 years ago. They didn't have this.
Obviously. People actually care about making it accessible to people now.
Yeah, because like the more invasive Windows becomes, the more people want to switch over to Linux. Exactly. Therefore, the more people want stuff like this.
Honestly, like with Linux now, you can pretty much get the same experience that you would on Windows with Linux now, and it's
exact
just better.
Exact same experience. I'm not even kidding.
And you have less chance for, like, viruses and stuff, right? Because the individual OSs are, like, tailored. Like, doesn't malware have to be, like, tailored to a specific OS?
Well, if malware wants to find something, right? Yeah. Let's say it wants to go through your file path. The malware needs to be made to handle every file
It doesn't
path.
like adapt, believe it or
Right.
not. It's not a living
It
organism.
needs to be made to tell what it's on, and then like find out how the file pathing works on that system. Like if only it knows how to do like Windows file path stuff, it has to go through like my app data.
Yeah.
That doesn't fucking exist on Linux.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
fucking app data folder. It won't work.
Yeah.
And it won't work on Mac either. Like you'd need to make it tailor-made for that.
Yeah.
And since less people are on Linux, most good malware will just work anywhere. But most like stupid malware that's just like being passed around like always is like
on
not gonna
Discord.
work. Yeah, but then again, like
my game.
it's so funny. I love that one. Yeah, download my exe file, and it's like
What's from a trusted friend, and this person's never talked about during Game Design ever. They
No,
like work a
no.
9 to
No,
5.
yeah, they work at,
but
like,
hey,
McDonald's.
they want me to try their game. I'll try their fucking game, man. I don't know.
might as well.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. I didn't really. I mean, we went to a party. That was really the other thing that we did that we can talk about in small talk. This motherfucker drank the big Slurpee.
I did not ask for it.
Put a picture up right now. We can
My
actually
friends
do
were
that.
like, "Hey, we're going to 7-Eleven." I'm like, "Hey, can you bring me back a Slurpee?" They're like, "Yeah, sure." They go. Holy shit! They bring me back the fucking World Cup
It's a FIFA.
like
It's
FIFA fucking Slurpee. It's like this fucking big.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
and
fucking
it's
bong, basically.
filled with Slurpee. I'm like, dude,
It's like
what
$7.
the fuck? I'm like,
And so you do the only logical thing. What do you do?
I was like, okay, I don't want to drink all of this.
Yeah.
What's the strat?
But like, what would make it better to drink? And so, what
Vodka.
did you do?
We had a
you
lot of
fucking
it
mixed
lying
with
around.
Vodka. Jesus Christ, Parkies, you look like the stupidest motherfucker.
It was so
this
funny.
world's ever
Parky,
seen.
it was like a scepter, bro. You don't understand. I was sitting on like
We were playing Magic at the same time.
I was
as
sitting
well.
on like the rectangular tables. I was sitting on the short edge.
Yeah,
So
like the king of the
yeah, I was
table.
like the head of the table, and I was leaning back in my chair and putting my like Slurpee
playing
fucking
his mono blue
Slurpee
control deck.
chalice onto the fucking
his fucking scepter.
and I just go. It's so fucking good.
What a fucking
Warning:
chug.
all of the vodka floats on top. So eventually, when you get to the bottom and there's no more Slurpee to mix with it, it's just vodka.
Well, I do hate to break it to you, Pell. Did you know that the density of alcohol, or of alcohols in general, tend to be lower than the density of water? So it does separate out to the top.
yeah, but it works well
they're-
for the most part.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get to the topic, Parkies. On the topic of science, I told you guys last episode, but I've been reading a book recently. It's a book called Consecrating Science. And it's been pretty cool so far. It's a book about wonder, the topic that we discussed last time, but it talks about some other things as well.
Reference. Anyways.
Whoa! Talks about some other things as well, particularly some modern-ish scientists that talk about wonder in a specific light. And for the record, this book is very specifically an essay about modern environmentalism and the philosophy behind that. It is an environmentalist book, and it talks specifically about the environment. And a lot of that, a lot of these scientists that it critiques in the book are biologists or people who tout biology as kind of, I'm probably muddling up their words a little bit, but the central science in a way. So you always hear these arguments of, like, what's the central science? Well, it's physics, because everything's physics. Well, it's chemistry, because everything relates to chemistry, right? Physics, you can't have it without matter and stuff like that. Well, it's biology. And this comes from the perspective of ego, which we talked about in a previous episode.
If not us, then who? Like
If not us, then who? We as humans are
We
the
did it.
ultimate thing.
Therefore.
And biology, believe it or not, is the only one that directly relates to humans specifically. And so a lot of people tout biology as the central science because it relates specifically to biology. And
So
if
now
not,
you're going to ego this
or-
and claim chemistry is the central science?
No, I'm not. Because I have beef with biology, not with honestly most of the scientists, most of the people on the actual ground doing the work, but I have beef with biology in the sort of like pseudoscience way that it's used in modern day, which is to talk about things that aren't fucking science. Psychology, economics, fucking art, any of the humanities. This is where biology gets mixed in a fucking lot. And this is what I want to talk about today, Parkies. And how fucking annoying that is. Just generally. So, what I mean And what one of the scientists that this author talks about is this concept of like combining all knowledge together. There's a specific word.
The
for
unified theory.
Well, the unified, like a unified theory of knowledge, where
Yeah.
all knowledge comes together.
Well, it's like the
Conscience.
theory, it's like the theory of
conscience.
everything that like Einstein talked about.
But not specifically, because
But Einstein's was different. Einstein's was solely like a physics, like cause and effect sort of thing.
and this theory of everything will be able to predict everything, right? That's his idea. But conscience is the idea, originally the idea where all of knowledge will eventually unify to one common point. So the humanities will do all of their work.
Backrooms.
Will do all of their work, and they'll know things, and that knowledge will point towards one common thing. Science will do all of their thing, they'll know a bunch of things, and it'll all point to the same common thing. Same with religion, same with any other way of knowing, right? They will all point to one common thing. But the way that these scientists, the way that these biologists, tout conscience is not they all point to one thing. Instead, all things should point to one way of knowing that we already know, a superior way of knowing, and that is science. This is, I think, a very common belief amongst Western society, the idea that science is the ultimate way of knowing. Science is the ultimate, most truthful way of finding out if something's true. We talked about this in our episode on lying. What is, like, the big truth, right? People say that the only way to figure out what the big truth is through science, right? Is through the scientific method, is through gathering evidence and bringing it to one total point. So what these people are arguing is that all knowledge should eventually move to science so that we can all go to the same point, which is figuring out how the human mind works, is what they idealize as the one important thing, right?
Okay.
So this is a fucking massive thing. And so you may be asking, how do they do stuff like this? Like, how do they all, like, work humanities into one thing? Well, the way that I have always thought about this, and the way that I fucking hate it, is in evolutionary, in the theory of evolution, and how it works into social situations, like with psychology. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of evolutionary psychology?
No.
Okay, evolutionary psychology is a branch of psychology, is a theory of psychology that is based off of the idea that all of our actions, or a lot of our actions, or our ways of thinking are all fundamentally based off of they all exist because of evolution, right? They all exist because of fitness. So the reason that most people are straight is because evolutionarily most people have to be straight to produce more people, right?
Yeah, you need the majority of them to want to produce people.
Yeah. And
right?
So you can apply this to a bunch of different things. Like, for example...
Since boys can't get pregnant yet.
They can't get pregnant yet. But you can apply this to a bunch of different things around psychology. Like, why do harems exist, right? Well, if you think about it...
well, anime, for one.
Anime,
you
for
go
one.
to the other universe, you get, like, 60 bad bitches, you know, like...
For two, if you have one male, which can... which, you know, doesn't have to wait for a baby to be produced. If you take one male and just have him fuck as much as possible, and you just have women flock around that male, then you have a lot more children, right?
Double stress.
Because man can
Insane
have
tech.
sex with a lot of people, but woman can only have sex with one person, and then has to wait for the baby to show up, right? So therefore, that's why harems make sense. It's a way of sort of explaining the actions of humans using evolution. Now, the problem that I have with this is that either, number one, this method of explanation is non-productive at all. Either the first option is that it's really fucking obvious. Like, yes, more people are straight because that's how evolution works. Like, you need to produce more people. Mm-hmm. Like, that's fucking obvious. Sure, that's an explanation. If it's not true, whatever, that doesn't really matter. This is a very convincing explanation. And that can be applied to a lot of things. It's just not really productive. You're not really saying anything through, like, putting this forward. The second thing is that you're kind of fucking jumping a little bit, right? You're kind of making a jump and assuming that this is the way that things, like, still are. That this is what was, and this is the way things still are. And this, it gets brought up in Conscience a lot, with bringing, you know, the humanities towards society. And they bring it up in the topic of arts, right? So, You can explain why some art is good and why some art is not good through its connection to evolution, right? So flowers are something that are seen as beautiful and used in art quite a lot because potentially they may have in the past like signaled where food is, right? And so now they're a big part of art because they have a lot of meaning and they seem like very beautiful to us, right? And so essentially this theory posits that you can track all art back down to an evolutionary like idea and that is how you can tell something is good.
I love the cityscape because back when cave, like it falls apart when you look at any like far enough removed thing from humanity, like Backrooms. Where the fuck did that come from?
Well,
Where's trace back the evolutionary Backrooms effect?
So they would say that
cave.
you have to go down to like what those feelings evoke, right? So what the Backrooms thing is like a liminal feeling, and so maybe you can connect like a liminal feeling to like, oh, liminal is usually associated with like a place that should be filled with people but isn't filled with people.
Well,
right?
It's a place that feels familiar but you've never been there.
Yeah, and maybe that's to do with like social feelings, like humans are more impactful socially. Does it not sound like I'm fucking reaching here? Does it not sound like I'm fucking, oh god, I have to latch onto something to make this connect to something? It's so fucking stupid, and I see it all the time. This shows up in science all the time, and it shows up in psychology all the time. It's such a fucking annoying way of applying a scientific field to non-scientific things. It's so fucking annoying.
The has-been hotel character over here. Half your words have been fucking in the past 3 sentences.
Well, I don't know why. I'm just so cool.
Has-been hotel character.
I do honestly hate it. And so, I don't know. It shows up a lot, and it's really annoying, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's so strange, because like, if you... Like, there is art that couldn't have existed back then, that people like, right? And, cool, maybe there's no new emotion, right? Like, you know, there's no, emotion that we've invented, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you could really walk back every emotion to whatever fucking Gug was able to find that would give that feeling.
Yeah.
But also, like, you know, that implies that humans, like, stopped evolving, which kind of isn't true.
Well, no, I think that it implies that humans are still... subject to evolution, right?
Well, it implies that we've stopped evolving because we can't have anything new.
Well,
we can't be too far removed from fucking Googa Foods, non-Googa Foods.
Yeah, no, but I feel like the implication there is still like, yes, there is nothing new, but the things that we are building are still like people still like a man still wants to cheat because he wants himself to, you know, produce as much children as possible, right?
That's not true, though.
It's not, but they posit it.
Give me a vasectomy, and then I will go cheat on my wife, and then boom, it falls apart.
Well,
like,
yeah.
Cool, I can't have kids. I just fucking hate my wife. I fucking hate my wife.
But the reality
Holy
is
shit,
important.
I hate my wife.
You are a monkey-brained person, and all you know is that you have to fuck as many people as possible.
But that's not true, because what if I'm actively making the choice to go fuck a man instead of my wife? Whoa.
Well, you're still beholden by the feelings of
really?
pleasure.
I'm gonna get him pregnant? Yeah, I'm gonna get him pregnant.
And I don't know.
What if it feels terrible? And I still do it?
Great question. I think that this idea here is it brings humans down to a level where we are inherently beholden to nature, right? Like, we are a part of nature, and we are changed by nature.
Which is definitely kind of true.
It's kind of true, but I think that this applies like an absolute extreme to it, that all of our decisions are now molded by this way of thinking, right? But the truth is that we have moved past evolution in like a lot of different ways, right? For example, homosexuality, in theory, if, you know, you're talking about Darwin and fitness and all of that stuff...
Putting his dick in your mouth.
If your idea of a homosexual person is someone who only chooses to have sex with men, then in theory, there should be no homosexual people after a certain point of evolution, right? Because you need to have sex with the opposite sex to produce a child.
Well, not really, because like... Once again, I feel like this is part of like the humans aren't evolving thing, right? Mm-hmm. Because we are, right? Like, even if we're not like the weak aren't dying, right? Like, we're not like survival of the fittest, like anymore. Like, that doesn't happen anymore. Like, the weak live on, right? Because we have medication. But we do evolve because we have to live in different environments still. Like,
But that's
even
not
if
evolution.
but that's what I mean by evolve, sort of. We have to change to the point where 3 generations from now, people will look very different and have a very different set of skills than the people living now will, and a much different set of skills from the people living 3 generations prior to us will have, right? Mm-hmm. That's because we have different environments that we have to work in. Different working environments, different ways of speaking, different things that are trending at the time, right? We still have things to adapt to and things to live through, which still creates like a sort of like feeling of evolution. Sort of, or like,
it's like
if you go back far enough, things are so far removed. It's like it's a whole different thing, right? Because of that, you don't have to get like. Yeah, maybe if humans had no other ways of getting children now, and it was you just had to fuck to get kids. Yeah, maybe after a point there would be no more gay people, right?
Well,
right? But, however, that's impossible as of right now, and it's definitely impossible with how society's trending, because you can do things like in vitro. Like, you can still get kids. You just get, like, a donor, and then you still get kids. Therefore, you can be gay and have a child, right, that is not, like, necessarily adopted, right?
Well, I feel like it's...
Test tube baby, bro. Wait till that shit drop. Wait.
I feel like it speaks more to the idea...
You can put it in, like, the Papa's Pizzeria customizer, and you can get, like, whatever you want out of it.
That it's just not reasonable to talk about, like, determining human actions through the use of evolution, right? Because if these things were truly determined by evolution, then yes, we should see certain traits based off of people's decisions.
We just don't see them.
Die out after a certain time.
Because we don't physically evolve anymore.
But homosexuality is a thing that has existed.
Well, we might physically evolve, but it'll take very, very, very long.
Well, but homosexuality
much longer
is a
than
thing
usual.
that has been seen throughout, like, human history, throughout written history, and throughout, like, anthropology and all of these things. And it's something that hasn't been fucking, like, evolved out or anything. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel suitable to talk about, like, decision-making in that regard. A way that this is talked about a lot is a sort of like biological determinism. And if you've been watching this podcast for a while, you may know that the moment the word determinism comes up, I seem to have like a fucking like freak out or whatever. Determinism is my one big enemy for whatever reason, and I always have passionate
read up
arguments.
all of the determinist philosophy, so I can just argue you to the floor on like determinism, even if I don't even believe it.
But like, I admittedly I do kind of fucking hate it. I'm going to be entirely honest. The idea that our decisions are not our own, and instead
I think you hate it because it's just like scary a little bit.
Us being a funny little monkey. That's man. I had too much sex and now I have to, or I don't have enough
now
sex.
I have to pay my
so now I
alimony.
have to go have sex with a million different people. It feels like you are not given your actual will, right? That all of your decisions can be traced back to, oh, well, there's a reason why I did this. There's a reason why I killed a family of 5, you know? There's a reason. Oh, you know, it's just so I was defending myself. I was defending my clan. Awoo, Wolf Clan, unite.
What?
I don't know. Anyways.
No, what's even your point? What the fuck is wrong with you today?
When you apply determinism to situations like this,
it's not an out. Humans did not evolve morality as like a strat.
So by the way, where the fuck does ethics fit into this as well?
Like morality was not like morality goes against everything that humanity needs naturally to survive.
Well, then what the fuck is
like things like rape are immoral, but they are like common in the wild because it's easy to keep your species going. But we know that we should not do these things because of the immoralities that come with them, right? That is the whole, like, philosophy.
Well,
that is the whole point.
It can fit within... It can absolutely fit within, like, a biological, like, framework. You can just work around the idea of natural empathy, which is a thing that is natural for humans and had to have been evolved for social stuff.
Humans did not evolve morality to be, like, helpful, really. Humans evolved morality as probably like a side effect, if I had to guess.
Well, no, I think that
because like if you become smart enough to understand what other people want without, because like you know body language,
yes,
right? You know,
you like
can,
a theory of mind.
You can kind of tell what someone's experiencing without speaking to them or being them, right? Because of this, you can then connect with what would make that person feel bad or good, and because you know how you feel when things are bad or good, you can then develop morality sort of spontaneously because you maybe don't want to hurt this person.
You don't want to hurt the person
because
you don't
if
want to
you like this person, right, and you don't want to hurt them. You've discovered morality. Boom, done. Right? Mm-hmm. Because of this, you kind of like. Oh, it's not an out to say like, oh, it's. Sorry, I had to do that.
Well, no, that's...
I'm the baby. I had to defend my daughter in the Walmart.
But that's what determinism it kind of implies as well, is that your actions... I talked about this in the fucking God episode. We've talked about this a million times before. You can use it as an explanation to say my actions are not my own. I am a product of whatever's controlling me.
That doesn't really stop your punishment.
It doesn't stop your punishment, and obviously it should not stop your punishment, but it's a stupid fucking
Nor does
reasoning.
it enable, like, your crime. Like, you do it anyway.
No, it doesn't. I'm just trying to explain why
it's kind of a nothing burger.
Well, it's kind of fucking stupid. Yeah, I do understand that, and it's something that I, for whatever reason, naturally don't want to put myself a part of or put myself within. But at the end of the day, I do think fucking biological determinism is kind of fucking stupid as well. And to further illustrate my point, I was on Instagram Reels, Parky.
I'm glad we're discussing this in the last 10 minutes of the episode.
Because no one will see it. It's okay. So I saw an Instagram reel of a person
out here.
Yeah, we will.
So we gotta lock in. Okay, yeah.
Oh, they're both my packs, so I'm keeping off the cards. But
no.
Yeah.
No. If I get a hit,
packs.
It's mine.
They're my packs.
If it's a hit, it's mine.
No, it's my
if it's
packs.
a hit, it's mine.
We're not doing it.
Okay, cool. I win.
All open both.
I auto win.
No,
Yeah.
That's not how that worked at all.
Yeah, I auto win.
Where's that
You're
in the
forfeiting.
Constitution? No.
Yeah.
No.
I wrote it in just yesterday.
Prove it.
I amended the Constitution. I'm like Trump. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Anyways, so on Instagram Reels, I saw that liberals. No, okay. So I'm trans. I always do this. I always fucking do this. I always bring it.
No, you're not.
I am trans.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, they just want to be able to say the word.
I have never said the word.
That's not true.
I've never said the word.
That's not true.
Name a time I've said the word.
Okay, well, I can't, like a date, minute, second?
No,
That's absurd.
like the general area we were in.
We were here at the cafeteria.
We were not here at the cafeteria.
Yeah, like 2 months ago.
Not 2 months ago?
Ish.
No, I did not do that.
Yeah, you did.
Prove it. Anyways,
I can't prove it, but you did.
I'm trans. And
sure.
Biological determinism is used within the trans community as well. I think that it's a thing that is used by a lot of people as well. I used a word with you. I forget what that fucking word is. Something.
Essentialism.
Bioessentialism. It's this concept specifically in regards to sex and gender, where men, or masculinity in general, is seen as inherently like violent, destructive, anger-inducing, like super like passionate and all of that stuff. Like that is what masculinity is. And femininity is the opposite. It is nice and it is wonderful
energy.
And it is caring.
And you're jealous
of the stuff.
So that's why you're trans. Must be.
No, this is based directly off of biological determinism, and this ideology posits that it is essential that all people who are male or all people who are masculine act that way, and all people who are feminine act the other way.
Yeah.
Right? This is applied to trans people a lot, right? By the trans community. This is not often, or this is applied to trans people a lot on fucking both sides. On the right, they say, oh, well, trans woman, you're actually violent and
yeah, you're
terrible.
like a gorilla. You're like a fucking ape.
You enter the bathroom and you fucking destroy everything.
You enter the bathroom and you rip the closest woman's arms off. Like, you just fucking, like...
And trans men, oh, well, you're just a sweet little being. You don't know what you're doing to your body. You're confused because you're a gentle, fucking, like, confused woman, right? Is what they see. On the left, or...
Whenever there's a small bit on my Magic the Gathering table, I kill them. Like, that's why, by the way.
When there's, on the trans side, this also appears. And it appears through the idea that, oh, and you were fucking talking about this, and I pogged when I thought about this topic to bring up. But the idea that as soon as a person, a trans woman transitions, they are now, like freed from the shackles of masculinity. They are now good, right? They are now one of the good people. And trans men, we can also say that they're good because while they are masculine, which is generally bad, as we all know, while they are masculine, they have a hint of femininity in them that makes them okay. And so this perspective, this bioessentialist perspective, essentially demonizes masculinity and
I'm goaded.
And
I just like to say that I'm
femininity
goated.
to a much higher degree.
I think it's such a high caliber. I just like to say that I'm goaded.
Is this not stupid fucking dumb bullshit, dude? Is this not stupid bullshit? Like, yes, I understand there are statistics.
Well,
generally,
I'd like to state that, like, none of this debate would matter in 200 years. So yeah, it is like stupid bullshit. Because like America, dude, like if things keep going the way they are, America's falling in the next 200 years. So
It's
like,
just gonna be a fucking crater.
we really need to fucking lock in. This is unimportant right now. Like,
well, yeah, because trans people are scapegoats.
you just wait till America eats itself alive and then like China shows up. Like
What, they're gonna colonize America?
Actually, fucking
I guess
maybe.
yeah. No, the fucking Chinese government is a terrible group of colonizers.
Yeah, they're colonizers too.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So this is fucking stupid entirely. You are essentially.
Parkies, I always say that I like China. I don't like the CCP. I like China. Like I like the place. I like the people.
The trans movement is in and of itself a feminist movement. And so the moment you start bringing biological determinism in here, you're starting to be like, oh, well, you were born a man, therefore, or sorry, you were born a woman, therefore you're just a little small little bean, you know.
Stop fucking saying that. That's
Which
so
means
fucking cringe and gross and weird. Stop.
Or you were born a man, but you have freed yourself from the prison, the evilness that is a man. Essentially, what you're saying is that all men are fucking evil, which is not feminist at all. All masculine people,
But it is
are evil.
base.
All masculine,
It is base.
All
Let's just get
masculine
one thing
people
straight.
are evil unless they have a shred of femininity
men ain't
in them.
shit,
And
ladies,
that's
if you're
how
listening.
That's how
Hey.
you can also justify allies as well. As oh, well, no, he's fine. You know, he dresses a little feminine sometimes. You know, he shares his
Dude,
feelings.
it's like those girls who have boyfriends who are just like blatantly racist, and they're like supposedly like allies.
It's okay, no, don't worry. He shares his feelings with me. He's a little feminine. It's okay. It's justified. It's such fucking hypocrisy and bullshit. Oh, I hate it. I hate biological determinism so fucking much.
Stop. Okay, do you have other words in your vocab? Like
No, I love Has Been Hotel.
I love
when we
Has
get
Been
the
Hotel.
when we get the Has Been Hotel
Can I get
movie.
the fucking with the fucking and the fucking with the fuck
Dude,
and then the
I
fucking
saw
with the fucking.
I saw the trailer
It's like,
for the
brother,
fucking-
holy shit!
I saw the trailer for the Amazing Digital Circus movie in theaters.
Omni. Holy shit!
It was so fucking weird to see them. Like, what? Why are you here? You know, I'm all for like indie creators getting their movies in theaters and all, but like that one
Because they keep popping off, so they're just gonna go
Also-
until that becomes the new slop.
Also, apparently, the Backrooms is R-rated. My sister got almost ID'd. Like the person that was checking us in.
She does. I have a problem with like this. She does not look that young.
She is.
She's just short.
Well, no,
she's just short
She
as
is
fuck.
4 years older than me, and she does not look 4 years older than me. I will say.
Okay, yeah, but she looks your age.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd
Which
say we
is
look pretty
20.
similar, but like reasonable. I feel like I could have been ID'd if my sister wasn't there. I feel like I reasonably could have been ID'd. But still, I don't know. I think that person was just kind of like, I feel like this is something I have to do. But also, can't you go into an R-rated movie if you have one? Like my mom was there. She's definitely not under 18.
Oh well,
Like can't
maybe
you-
there's like
'cause
parental like guardian.
But we
stuff.
got into Cocaine Bear with someone who was 18 and we were not 18.
Yeah, and Cocaine Bear probably was a lot worse than.
Yeah, no, it was.
There was like gore everywhere. There was blood and guts.
There
like,
is gore. Like that's the reason why it's on.
Yeah.
There is gore in the Backrooms,
but probably not as much as Cocaine Bear.
no, not even.
Dude
even
getting his
like-
intestines ripped down the back of an ambulance. They're like driving down the road.
I just. This is the problem that I have with biology as a field is how it's used in the science communication area. It's used as a sort of like catch-all. This is the science that will teach us how humans have always been and how they are. It's such a fucking scapegoat.
Which is like so stupid because it only exists recursively. Like it only exists to make claims on what happened and what is, not what will be. Therefore, it's kind of useless.
It's-
like
yeah.
you don't really like. It doesn't really matter what the fuck Gug was doing. Like, let's be real. Never in your life has it mattered if you being happy to see flowers actually because fucking Ooga from 4 found flower once and it pointed her towards food.
Like
Like,
4 like had agriculture.
you know what I mean?
Jesus was around by then.
Fine.
Or actually,
Fucking
he,
4,000
like, just
like BC, okay? Like
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah.
and you say, "Oh, flower." You go there. Like does it fucking matter? No, it doesn't fucking matter if that's where it came from. It has zero effect on your day-to-day life. It's not necessary or helpful. It just solely exists to be a pointless argumentation point so people can then further extrapolate into more radical ideas that they actually
Exactly.
want to argue against.
Yeah.
The only reason it exists is so that they can build very, like, 1 + 1 = 2 style arguments, like practical tautologies
Yep.
that are not argumentable. Like, it's like, you just say the most, like, grass is green shit possible
Yeah.
to build yourself a baseline. This is what, like, by the way, if you ever want, like, a following, like a cult following, this is, I'll tell you the strat. This is exactly what, like, Andrew Tate did. I'll tell you the strat. You make grass is green takes and then posture as an intellectual while making grass is green takes. So then people follow you when you start making radical leaps. They'll cling on to you because, well, look at all the other shit he was right about, even though it's like shit that you could ask a kindergartner. That's just the strat. Like, let's get one thing straight. That is the tech. If you want a following online, that is the tech.
You know what you can do
I
as
don't do it
well?
because it's immoral, but you could.
You know what you could fucking do as well? You could pose yourself as a scientist with a PhD and be like, hey guys, look at all this biology, evolution research I did. You know, Darwin, he made this theory of evolution, right? And he was a smart guy. And if you're against it, you're fucking stupid,
Top
obviously.
text appeal to
so
authority.
now what we're going to do is, now that we have that basis, we're going to make a random fucking reaching claim that has no actual evidence behind it. But don't worry, it's because Darwin.
Well, it's because they're begging the question, right? Like, there's a very common set of fallacies you see in any sort of academic argumentation. One of it's appeal to authority, one of it's begging the question. You're just assuming that things are right without going through the due diligence of working bottom up. You're working top down. You just assume it's right, and then you fill in the gaps later. That's not allowed. You can't do that. That's cheating.
Chud.
You have to be able to get from point A to B.
Chud. Pygao time.
Anyways, Parkies, yeah, watch out for fallacies.
You don't have to get up.
While you listen to any sort of academic argumentation or political argumentation. Holy shit, the news. There's so many, like, slippery slope is one you find often where people just say, well, if we do one thing, then we'll do this other thing, and then this other thing, and then all of these other things, and then, oh my god, the world will end. And it's like, it just obvious, that should be obvious on why that's stupid, because, like, when thing 1 happens, we will be different people from thing B, right? Like,
Yeah.
to be
Anyways.
easy. Do you want me to move the camera closer?
Yeah, I'll do it. It's
Okay.
okay. I'll point it.
I'll get the packs. Which one do you want? Are they the same?
They're the same Edge of Eternity's one.
Which one do you want?
I think you should pick them because I think I'm in the lead right now. So I want you to determine your fate.
I want this one. So now we draft. I actually don't know how Pygao works. I don't remember.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? Here's the rules that I'm setting out, and we can discuss them further. Don't open it yet. We can discuss it further if you would like. But the idea here is we are both going to open our packs. We're both going to look at our cards, and we have to draft 4 3-card decks each. Oh, by the way, the rules are you have 5 life, infinite mana. That's basically the rules.
5 life, infinite
and
mana.
you can't lose the decking. And okay, so we both draft decks at the same time, and whoever drafts all 4 of their 3-card decks first gets to go first in the first round. We pick a random deck. I'll just let you pick which deck from here. We'll just pick it randomly.
I want this one.
But once we get down to decks,
Yeah.
we pick a random one, and then we play those decks against each other. Whoever drafted all of their cards first goes first.
Oh, also infinite mana, if we didn't mention that.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll both open it.
I'll give you a second. I'm opening it from the pull tab because it's
Is there
easier
a
for
pull
me.
tab?
There's a tab, but it kind of sucks.
I'm
It's
gonna-
easier to do it the other way, but I couldn't get my fingers to do it.
I actually can't fucking...
Why'd they make the Edge of Eternity one so tough?
Yeah, are you able to open this? So don't look at the cards yet.
Whoops. I saw a black card. That's all I know.
Well, you only could have seen... Oh, it shows actually the token on the end. So you can see your token. I got a human soldier. Ah. Okay, hold them so they don't slide away. Okay, and then we're both going to draft as fast as possible 4 3-card decks. Lay them out in front of you. Whoever finishes first gets to go first.
Okay, we're gonna flip and draft.
3, 2, 1, go.
Guys, it's not looking good.
It's not looking good for me as well. Lands do nothing, for the record. 4 3-card decks. Ooh, that's good. I got a foil. I'm not done drafting yet, but I'm almost done. Okay. Oh, I'm not done. I'm so close.
I'm so cooked.
I don't actually know. Oh, fuck. Ugh.
Okay, we just hope I don't hit that one.
I'm done. I'm done.
Hold on, is this a foil? I think I got the foil land.
Sick. Oh, I got 2 lands as well. By the way, I got a
the
fucking
foil
command bridge, which I think is good.
I don't know. I don't think it's worth a lot. It's one of the indestructible ones, right?
No. It's this land enters tapped. When it enters, sacrifice it unless you tap an untapped permanent you control, and it adds 1 mana of any color.
Buh.
Okay, so we have each of our...
We have our decks.
3-card decks that we both drafted. I think I'm fucked with some of these, but I go first because I drafted first. So let's just pick our decks. So which one do you want me to play? This one? Okay. I want you to play... Would you play that one? Okay. So I go first. Just normal Magic stuff.
Wow, these cards are getting hot in the sun.
Yeah, okay. I think I can win here. So... Oh, wait, no, I don't think I can win. Okay, I'm going to start by playing...
Is it your turn?
Yeah, because I get to go first.
I don't actually know if you
I drafted
first, but sure.
I did draft first. I put all my cards on my table. I used to think I did.
I think I did first, but it's okay.
All right, I'm going to... I'm not gonna let that go away. I'm going to play myself a melded Moxite. When this artifact enters, I may discard a card. I'm not going to, because it just draws me cards. I'm going to pay 3 to sacrifice this and create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. So I'm just going to use one of our randomized tokens that we got.
You could have just used that.
That's a nice one.
Then just flip it over. You're not going to use it anymore. It's sacked.
It's a 2/2. Okay, it's a 2/2, and it's tapped. I'm going to...
You shouldn't have 3 cards.
Why?
One should be your library, no?
No, you have all 3 of your cards as
okay.
your hand. There's no library, you can't lose the deck.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to play a Hyperblade. Equipped creature gets +3/+1, and some other stuff happens. And I'm going to play an Ouroborid. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, put X 1/1 counters on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. I'm going to pay to equip it, so it's a 4/4. It's a 4/4, and I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to put 4 1/1 counters on each creature, and I'm going to pass.
Cool.
So this is a 6/6, and this is a...
That's only for combat?
8/8. Yeah, that's it for combat. So I have a 6/6 and an 8/8. 1 tapped, 1's on the board.
Okay.
You have 5 health.
Cool. I'm going to put a Steel Swarm Operator into play.
Yeah.
I'm then going to... I'm then going to cast a Embrace Oblivion. Sacrifice...
best of 3, by the way.
Sacrificing this creature to kill this creature.
Cool. So I just have a 6/6 now.
Yeah. I'm then going to play a Nebula Dragon to deal 3 damage to any target when it enters. I'm going to deal 3 damage to this.
Okay, sick. And then nothing else?
Yeah, I pass.
Okay, I die. So I can't do anything, I pass, then you get to go.
Cool.
Sick. Okay, you win the first round. It's best of 3, so there's 2 more rounds that go.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is...
So, are you going first next?
These
Or is it me
cards.
going first? Based off of who wins or loses?
I think it's me. I think we
Sure.
alternate,
Okay,
right?
sounds good. Which deck do you want me to play? Cool, okay.
Which deck do you want me to play?
I want you to play that one.
I don't remember which one this is.
That's okay.
Hopefully this isn't one of the throwaways.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a few throwaways.
Yeah.
Okay. It is my turn.
Uh-huh. I made a mistake. I didn't draft this correctly. Fuck. I'm so dumb.
Okay. I'm going to play a flight deck coordinator.
In response, I'm going to play Divert Disaster. I'm going to target counter spell unless its controller pays 2.
I pay 2. Yay. Cool. I'm then going to play a Blooming Stinger to give him Death Touch as well until end of turn.
In response, I'm going to play a Flash Artifact. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature I control. I can't do that. So you go now. Do you pass?
Yeah, I pass.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I'm going to move to my main phase. I'm going to cast Sammy's Curiosity. I gain 2 life.
Wow.
And I create a Lander token, which is an artifact with 2 sacrifice this token and search my library.
I think
for
you
basic
lose,
land
right?
card. And yeah, then I lose.
Okay, cool. Good game. That's best of 3.
Yeah. You want to play 2 more games just for
We'll
the
play
fun
them
of
for
it?
fun, but I win, Parkies. All right, you can go now.
You win. Okay. I'm picking this deck.
Okay.
That one.
Sure, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
Yikes.
I know, that was so fucking annoying. I forgot that I made like a bullshit deck. Okay.
These poor cards in the heat are so curled.
It's okay. Okay, I'm going to play a Galvanizing Saw Ship at a station, tap another creature I control, and it gets flying and haste at 6. I'm going to play a Gene Pollinator.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play a Mecha Navigator. It doesn't really matter. This one lets me tap things to get mana. That doesn't matter. I'm going to station both of them and put 3 charge counters on this guy. He's flying in haste. He's a 6/5. And I'm going to swing at you for 6 damage. And you lose.
He's summoning sick.
He has haste.
Oh.
And I stationed him for 3 because each of these is 3. I was hoping you'd pick this one because he's a fucking heater.
I
but,
lose.
you picked my one, like, fucking bullshit deck.
I lose.
Oh my god. Okay, last
Last
one.
decks.
You get to go. You get to go first.
Good. I'm gonna play a Hilderblade, a Gravepack Monoist. Equip this onto him.
So we got 2 Piper Blades.
Cool. So he is now a flying 5/2.
Sick.
I'm then going to pass my turn.
Okay, I'm going to start with. Okay, this is weird. I'm going to start with a Starfighter Pirate. When he becomes tapped, I can surveil 1. That won't matter.
I love Edge of Eternity so much. Such
Yeah.
a beautiful set.
He's what again?
He's a 5/2
He's a 5/2.
with flying.
Okay. He's a 5/2.
And then when he dies, I get a 2/2 robot.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm going to play Meltstrider's Resolve, and I'm going to enchant creature I control. When it enters, this creature fights up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. Each deals damage equal to its power to the other. So he's now a 2/4, and I'm going to have them fight. So he dies, and you make a 2/2.
Why would he but wouldn't he die too?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, okay. Cool. He's now a 2/2 robot without flying. I think I win.
Well, what's your last card, though?
Removal.
That's really cool. Oh my god. I
Very
love
cool
that.
card, actually. This would go pretty fun in my blue deck.
All right, Parkies. Well, Parkade Pal 0 wins. and
I love ripping
Parkade
packs,
Pal 1
Parkies. I love
loses.
gambling.
I'll see you later, Parkies. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now we cut now. How we doing?